We're back.
Hey guys, this is Prince from Ledger CS,
And this is Dan from Ledger CS as well.
and we are here to again help you again if you have any issues with your Ledger device, or maybe if you have any questions regarding Ledger or Ledger related apps or any crypto apps that you want to manage with your Ledger device or secure with your Ledger device. Then you can drop your questions in the chat, and then me and Dan will answer them live. And if there are not any questions, then we might wrap it up soon.
Absolutely. But before we start, so we have some new stuff. I mean, there's a promotion that's ongoing, and I hear that today is the last day. Can you tell us more?
So basically, to celebrate Bitcoin halving event that has just happened recently, we had this promotional campaign that we launched on 9th of April. So if you buy a Bitcoin, if you buy a Ledger Nano S Plus or Ledger Nano S, Ledger Nano X, or maybe if you buy the bundle, then there are different kind of gift cards that you will receive along with your order. So to do that, you simply need to go to our website and then just buy the product, and automatically a Bitcoin gift card will be added to your basket. It's also available on different crypto steel storage solution, as you can see on your screens. And I say if you are looking just for to buy a new device and also get some free Bitcoin, then you can definitely take advantage of this offer for now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so the offer is today is the last day, although there might be a little grace period for folks in, because of the time difference, just to make sure that everybody gets to benefits.
Yep.
And just a reminder, the Bitcoin halving is on the 20th, but this offer doesn't last until the 20th. Okay, so today is the last day, so good time to grab a device. If you don't have a backup device, maybe that's a good time to buy one.
Exactly. And we are getting some questions now. So first is from, I guess it's from Linwood Jones. He's saying thank you, he'll catch the replay later. So yeah, Linwood, if you have any questions, you can reach out to us on our next stream and then ask your questions, and then you can just see if you can get your answers to some questions that if some other people are asking too.
Yeah, there'll be a session on Thursday, Linwood, with Felix, so you can catch that as well if you want.
Now, as Patrick is asking, hi, I just created a separate sub for Optimism and Arbitrum separate from ETH, but now I can't send them back to an exchange because I can't pay fees. There is no ETH on the subnets. So basically, it doesn't have ETH on Optimism and ETH on Arbitrum.
That's an easy problem to fix.
Yeah, so basically, Patrick, you just need to send some ETH on Arbitrum and Optimism network and to cover the transaction fees, and after that, you'll be able to send your funds to different wallet that you were trying to send, because the native fees for sending transactions on Optimism and Ethereum, it's still the ETH. So you need to send Ethereum on that network. Of course, if you're not able to find exchanges that are able to withdraw the ETH on that network, then you can definitely try to swap your tokens from one network to another. So, for example, if you have Ethereum in your Ethereum account, and you can just go to Discover tab in Ledger Live and open Squid, which is a dApp, and then simply from that dApp you can swap or basically bridge your Ethereum from your Ethereum account to Arbitrum and Optimism account, and then you can cover the transaction fees and send your tokens.
Okay, that makes sense. So you can move the ETH from Ethereum to Optimism account, because you need ETH in those accounts to move the funds, right?
Yeah. So you can show it to him, like if you want to show it.
Oh yeah. So this is Squid, Patrick, and let's say you've got Ethereum ETH tokens on your Ethereum account. Make sure to select it at the top here, and then you select Ethereum. So Ethereum network, Ethereum coins here. The clicking is a little slow. Yeah, Ethereum, ETH on Ethereum, and then you select, for example, Arbitrum.
And you can select same Ethereum.
ETH, yeah.
And then you can simply swap your tokens from one network to another, basically. And same thing, you can go for Optimism as well. You can, from the networks, you can just select Optimism, and it will just bridge your Ethereum from one network to another.
Yeah, and there'll be a transaction fee every time you do this. So make sure you still have some ETH left in your Ethereum account. And as Prince was saying, all these accounts, right, they all need ETH to transact, right? So you can see my Optimism account here, there is some ETH. My Ethereum account, there is some ETH. My Arbitrum account, there is some ETH, and so on and so forth.
Next is Devin. He's asking, why are there so many different options for wallets? I don't understand why there isn't just a standard set. I don't want to have to make so many decisions about what to buy and why. So I guess if you're referring to the hardware wallets, then both devices are different than each other basically. So if you want to just use your device with your computer all the time, and if you have an Android smartphone, then you can definitely get a Nano S Plus, and then you can use your Ledger device with your mobile app and desktop app. If you're an Android phone, of course, because if you're an iPhone user, then you can get a Ledger Nano X because it has a Bluetooth, and you can only connect your device via Bluetooth to the Ledger Live mobile app on iOS. So it's up to you, Devin, which one you want to choose. But in terms of security and storage, they both are same. And yeah, those only two features that are different from each other. One is the Bluetooth and the battery, basically.
And to add to that, so Devin, there's a promotion. Maybe you caught that at the beginning of the stream. There is actually a link in the video description to this page here. And if you buy a device or a bundle, just like this one, which has a Nano S Plus and a Nano X, you get a gift card. It's basically free Bitcoin. If you are beginning, if it's your first Ledger device and you have a bit of money to invest, I would recommend that you get the bundle here, the Duo. So this way you have a backup device in case the first device dies, so you ensure you always have access to your crypto. That would be the safest choice and the most practical choice, but it's a bit of an investment, although you do get like $50 of Bitcoin with that purchase for now. But if you just started, as Prince was saying, go for a Nano S Plus if it's your really first device, or if you like Bluetooth and the mobile experience, just go for a Nano X. Yeah, that's what I would recommend.
Nice. Next is Yellow Beetle is asking any updates on Ledger stacks.
So we're still working on it. However, there was a email that was recently sent to everybody that pre-ordered the device. So you probably got this email if you pre-order yours. Check your inbox. All the information will be communicated there. Now, next time we send you an email, that will be the email that will tell you, when we ship the device. So stay on the lookout for that. Should come sometimes this year.
Exactly. Next is ADHS. Is Tao integration planned? So Tao integration is something that is not on the roadmap for now, but of course we can escalate this feedback to our dev team and see if there is any plans to integrate Tao, at least if via third-party wallet. But for now, there's no roadmap for this integration at this point in Ledger Live or with Ledger device.
Because it's its own chain, right?
Yep.
Tao, yeah.
Next is AI. He's asking, how do we make sure that the seeds that are generated by the hardware chip on Nano X do not have the backdoor or pre-generated by Ledger? I understand Ledger uses chips from others.
Oh, I mean, that's a good question. We do have documentation that will. So typically, just if you connect your Ledger, so when you get your device for the first time, part of the onboarding is a step called the genuine check, and the genuine check verifies that all the things and the components inside your Ledger device are genuine and safe to use. So that's one thing. If you do not trust the genuine check, you can also open the device and look at the PCB yourself, verify all the components. But just keep in mind that if you do this, you will void the warranty. So, just be careful. Yep. It's raining here, guys, so you might hear the rain. So yeah, I would say if your device generates a new recovery phrase when you set it up for the first time and it passes the genuine check, you're good, right? What would be some red flags of a compromised device? If
a device is, first of all, if you have not set up the device and if the device is already asking you for just a pin to unlock the device, that means that the device is already been set up by someone else. So in that case, you should reset the device by entering 3 wrong pins, and then you can set it up again with the seed phrase given by the device. Now your second part of the question is, how do you know that the seed phrase is not pre-generated by the device? In that case, the answer is all the Ledger devices have true quality randomness certification. So that means each recovery phrase that is generated by the device has been passed through this audit. I'm going to link the article that explains how the seed phrase and how the quality of randomness can be assured, basically. and then you can take a look. So basically, there is no pre-generated seed phrase. It always generates when you set up the device each time. And so each time you set up the device, it will generate a different seed phrase. So that way also you can know that it's not pre-generated.
And sorry for all the noise, guys. There's a hailstorm right now in Paris in the summer.
Yes.
But yeah, this is what it's like to live in Paris.
Next is Teresa is asking, how long does it take for the funds to be confirmed? Waiting since Saturday the 13th.
So it depends on the blockchain, but I'm guessing that you transfer some Bitcoin. I'm guessing Bitcoin is extremely congested right now. So if your transaction didn't have enough fees, or if you used an exchange to withdraw the funds to your Ledger device, but the exchange was cheap on fees, then that transaction might get stuck until all the high value transactions by fee are picked up by the miners, and then only yours will be included. So it's not unheard of for a transaction to be 3 days old if really the fee that you used is very low and non-competitive. But there is ways to speed up a stock transaction. So again, Teresa, here we're assuming that you sent some Bitcoin, but we do have documentation that will teach you how to speed up a slow Bitcoin transaction using a third-party wallet called Electrum. We'll drop this in. Okay, so BTC from an exchange. Okay, so what happens is that the exchange most likely underpay the fees, and as a result, everybody that withdraw the Bitcoin at the same time as you is experiencing the same thing right now. So unfortunately, since it's the exchange that did the transaction, there is nothing you can do but wait for the transaction to be verified by the network, because it's been done from the exchange wallet. I would say maybe reach out to the exchange. Maybe there is a way they can boost transactions somehow if it's been pending. If not, just use the blockchain explorer and just monitor the transaction. Refresh the data in Ledger Live as well. Maybe the transaction has landed, but Ledger Live has not seen it. So go into settings. The fee was okay. So you can go into settings, help clear cache here, and clear the cache that might refresh the history of transaction on Ledger Live. Maybe the transaction has landed. Just so you know, 30 pounds doesn't mean that typically exchanges will do a batch transaction and they will pay a fee for multiple users. So 30 pounds actually for if they processed 100 transactions at the same time might not be enough actually for this transaction. So yeah, keep that in mind. But you know what, Teresa, just try clearing the cache first from the settings and see if the transaction is landed. If not, reach out to the exchange. Only they can speed up the transaction.
Yep. Next is MJE is asking, any tips using Ledger and Xverse for Ordinals, do's and don'ts, and can I reset my Ledger and use it for Ordinals? Thanks.
I've done it before actually. I can take this question. So Xverse, yeah, great wallet for Ordinals, probably the best user experience with a Ledger device, super safe. I think just go through the normal flow. We do have documentation on how to do it. I don't have any particular tips because the Xverse UX is really good. You don't need to reset. I think you mentioned resetting. Can I reset my old Ledger and use it for Ordinals? Yes, you can do it. You can have this device as your dedicated device. If not, you can use your current device. Just create a separate account, connect it to Xverse, and then you're good.
And I also linked the article that explains the steps to connect your Ledger device safely to Xverse wallet, so you can just check it, MG.
Thanks.
Next is Adrian asking a random non-Ledger focused question. Is it true that turning 50% of world electricity for 2 weeks would be enough to destroy the Bitcoin blockchain?
No, it wouldn't. And the reason is that what's important about the blockchain is the data, right? It's the data that is stored by nodes of people that are running nodes all around the world. So even if you turned off 50% of the electricity, or if you turned off like 100% of the world electricity for like a year, as long as one person somewhere keeps a copy of the Bitcoin network on their node, as soon as the electricity comes back, they can just get the node to work again all the other nodes will synchronize from that copy, and the Bitcoin network will live on.
Next is AI is asking, is it possible to generate a random private key or seed from ledger devices?
Random, right? No.
So it's not possible to like get the private keys directly from your ledger seed phrase. Basically, you'll need to use a third-party tool, and you have to enter a 24-word seed phrase online on some app, and then you can get it, but not directly from a ledger device or via Ledger Live app. Yeah. Next is Eric is asking, does Ledger support Veldrome Finance?
Oh, it's a base network chain.
Mm-hmm.
No, not yet. I mean, okay, so Ledger Live does not have an integration with Velodrome Finance, so it's not in the Discover section. However, you can connect your Ledger device to Velodrome and just use your Ledger device that way. Just make sure you have a base account. So go to account, select base. You have to scroll down quite a bit. The base network is, for some reason, it's been buried here. That's the one, base ETH, right? That's the one you want. And then add the account, make sure you've got some ETH, and then go ahead, close Ledger Live, open Velodrome, and connect your Ledger device, and you're good.
Yep. Next is Adrian asking, tried opening the Ledger device, but it's too hard, I guess.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't do it, honestly. But I think genuine check and
yeah, that's the part. That's why the app will automatically verify the genuineness of the device. So that's why we don't. It's not recommended to open the device. But of course, some users are still very paranoid if they are managing bigger amount of Bitcoin or maybe some other crypto assets. So that's why they need to open and verify the integrity. But of course, nothing is going to change if the Ledger Live app is passed. Like if a Ledger device is passing the genuine check inside the app, then you don't need to open the device basically.
Yeah, if you really want to do, I would say rather than opening the device, so do the genuine check for sure, and just to verify that the device is genuine. You can also reset the device if you just got the device, and you have any reason to believe that there is something wrong with the device, which by the sound of it doesn't sound like there is anything fishy, but you can reset the device by typing 3 wrong pin, right? The device will reset, it will wipe the private keys that are currently in the device, and then you can start fresh by creating a new recovery phrase and then start with that. That's a lot of people actually do this when they get the first device, but it sounds a bit overkill.
Next is Rakesh is asking, when will Ledger start shipping stacks? As the news came, it might start shipping in late spring. So yeah, the message is still the same, Rakesh. We don't have exact ETA on the shipments, but once we do have more information, we'll definitely send you further emails regarding the communications on the shipments.
Yeah, check your inbox.
Yep. Next is RJ Kent is saying, I have a legacy address on my Ledger. I know how to send it to a SegWit address already, but I would like to know how I can also break it into several addresses in the same transaction. Is it possible in Ledger Live?
Like a batch transaction to multiple?
I guess.
No, you can't do it in Ledger Live.
Not via Ledger Live. Maybe Electrum could support this kind of feature, but not via Ledger Live, RJ.
Yeah, Electrum is probably a good option. Yeah. Check Electrum. We have documentation on the Help Center.
Next is Rakesh asking, when will the redemption page be live for Ledger NanoX DAO Quest campaign? So yeah, there are a few issues that are some users are facing when trying to mint the POK NFT after completing the quest. Our teams are working on it. So what you can do is you can just reach out to our team, Rakesh, and just provide us with your the Polygon address, and then we'll escalate this internally, and then we'll get back to you and help you with the NFT. Next is AI Core is asking, can Ledger be used a cold storage with Bitcoin Core?
No. Well, I mean, yes, Bitcoin. So if you're running a Bitcoin node, there's a way to point Ledger Live, so the Ledger Live app, to your node, and then use that to broadcast a Bitcoin transaction. So it's possible, but the documentation we have is not great. So it assumes a lot of technical knowledge, but yeah, you can. It's doable. I think it's in the experimental features. yeah, connect Bitcoin full node here. But it's not as easy as just pressing the connect button.
No.
Unfortunately, there is much more things to do. But yeah, it's doable.
Next is Adrian is saying, can I get a link? Where is the list of tokens that is being supported by ERC20 on a Nano S Plus?
Yeah, we do have a great list. It's on the Help Center, guys. So there is a link in the video description, actually, support.ledger.com, support.ledger.com. So click the link. The link will take you to this support page here. And then you select this article here, supported coins and tokens in Ledger Live. I'll drop that in the chat as well for you. It's the last link in the chat. And then, yeah, you can just type the name of the token or the smart contract address, and then it will tell you if it's supported in Ledger Live and on which network it's supported.
And you can also request to support some tokens that are not supported in Ledger Live. So you can just click on the link and then it will redirect you to a portal, and you can just add the contract details of the token, and then you'll be able to request.
Yeah, it's this link right here.
Yeah.
And Adrian, you can also tell us like which token you're trying to add, because we know a lot of, we've seen a lot of tokens over the years. Just tell us what you're looking for, and we might know if it's supported or not.
Yeah, and some tokens, if they are not supported initially in Ledger Live directly, then don't worry. You can still use the Xerion dApp inside Ledger Live, which is like pretty fast in adopting new tokens on EVM chains, and then you'll be able to see all your tokens in that particular interface, which is inside Ledger Live. So you don't have to use any third-party app, basically.
It's right here, guys. Like Xerion. So discover Xerion, and then you select the Ethereum network if you're looking for an Ethereum, a token on your Ethereum account.
Yeah, and it will show you all the different tokens that are even not supported by Ledger Live, but they're supported by the Xerion interface.
Yep. And it's safe.
And it's safe.
And it's safe to use.
Next is John is saying, I'm trying to update my old firmware on my Nano X from my Android. I'm following the instructions from the website, and when I connect and verify my device, there is no orange banner that pops up or have the option to update. So John, if you're not seeing any pop-up, then it might be possible that you are not on the latest version of Ledger Live. So make sure that you are connected. Go to Play Store and see if there is a latest version available. And if not, then and if 3.4.
That sounds like
that's not the firmware version. That's your Ledger Live mobile app version, basically. So that is the latest version. Yeah. So if you're not seeing any pop-up banner, then means your data, like your Ledger device, is already on the latest firmware, and that's why you're not seeing any orange banner to update it. Maybe just let us know the firmware version. Like if you're a Nano X user or a Nano S Plus user, then so we can let you know which is the latest version for the firmware.
What's the latest version for Nano X?
For Nano X, it's like 2.2.3, I guess.
2.2.3, yeah. So that should be the number that shows in the firmware version or in the My Ledger section when you connect your device.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna confirm it. Is it gonna?
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's 2.2.3 for Nano X. And for Nano S Plus.
Yeah, it's got Nano X, I think.
Oh yeah, so that's Nano X. So it's 2.2.3. So if you have a 2.2.3 firmware, then you're already on the latest firmware. And you can also check it with it inside your device, and it's showed under the secure element number, I guess.
I'll show you how to do it. I've got a Nano S Plus here, but it's the same on Nano X. You just hold. You hold both buttons just like this. Then that'll take you to the dashboard. Oh no, the settings. Then you select settings. Then I think it's under general. Right? General. And then you go to firmware version here. And the secure elements number is the firmware version. Yeah, so 3.42 is the app.
Ledger Live mobile app.
Yeah. What you want is the number that shows on the device here, just like this on the
You can follow the steps in the article that we have linked. Like you can follow steps, John. It shows how you can check the firmware of your Ledger device.
Yeah. Let us know like which firmware your device is on. If what Prince said is true, like you might be on the latest firmware already, and that's why you don't get the update.
Next is XXX8 is saying, how do you access the dead airdrop on Nano X?
I can show you. It's a little technical, but yeah, I'll give it a try. So you need a Nano X or
Nano S Plus.
You go into My Ledger, and you go into my ledger, and you need an app called statement. I'll show you in a sec what that looks like. So you need statement, this one, okay, not state mine, you want statement, that's important. So install the statement app on the device, then make sure to exit the My Ledger. You can just click on a different section here and go to Polkadot.js.
Which is one of those slowest websites.
Yes.
You can also use Sub Wallet, guys, if you want to use
Sub Wallet?
Yeah, there is a wallet called Sub Wallet, and it supports Polkadot site.
Nice. Oh well, it's working-ish this time. So here I'm on Polkadot.js. Click this little thing here at the top. Select Asset Hub. This is not important, right? Just leave the default option. Switch. We need the help center article for this. Switch. And then now you connect it to the Asset Hub. Go to Settings. You'll need to attach your Ledger device, just like this. And then finally you open the Statements app on your device. Yep, Statements ready. And then you click from Ledger. You give your account a name, you save, and yeah, so that's your account. And then next you go to Assets, and here there will be a line, the dead, like here, and you'll see your you should be able to see your allocation of dead, or you might, oh no, sorry, you need to go into balances here. So you go into balances and you will see your dead allocation. And then with the statement app, you can basically move the allocation.
Yeah, and then if you want to move your tokens, you still need some DOT on this network as well to cover the transaction fees. Otherwise, you will run into an error. So make sure to bridge some dots from the Polkadot to Polkadot Asset Hub, and then you'll be able to send your dead to another address.
Yeah. Do you know any good ways to do it?
Now there is via Polkadot there's an option directly from the Polkadot asset, like here you can do it.
Okay. Oh, it's called teleporting dots, right? Yeah. Yeah, there is like a bridge thing somewhere.
Wait, I'll just open the
Parachains. It might be here on Parachains. Asset Hub.
Yeah, it's in accounts and teleport.
Accounts and teleport.
That's simple as that.
Okay.
Sweet.
Sorry guys, we're deep in the weed here.
Yeah,
Accounts and there is an option to teleport.
It should show.
Okay. Maybe because I'm not on the correct node. Anyway, guys, like you might have to like sort of like change this provider here because they don't give you the same options every time. So just fiddle until you find the teleport options here.
Yep.
Oh, it's probably also because I don't have an account.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have an account. That's why you don't see teleport. But teleport will appear here, and then you can bridge.
Yeah, the account is added. Next is AI is asking, can we make our own seed and input it to our ledger? No.
Don't do it. It's not safe.
Yeah, because it will not be random, and someone can easily guess it, and then it's still not doable, even if there's no possibility of doing it.
Yeah, there's a checksum that. Anyway, don't do it. It's a waste of time and it's not secure.
Gary is asking why the Linux app is so ugly, no app icon on anything. I downloaded from official site, but the file name itself so long, it feels fishy, like a fishy app. I'm on Ubuntu.
Gary, have you actually installed it? Because if you just downloaded the image, the Linux image, then that's only the first step of installing the app. I mean, the Linux, I don't know how familiar you are with Linux, but there is more steps than just downloading the package. Yeah. We do have I think we do have some documentation on how to get started with Linux. If you're not familiar with Linux, I would say probably just use your phone or download and install Ledger Live. Yeah.
Go down.
Yeah, Linux installation. Yeah. Just follow this guide. But yeah, if you are just on the first step, which is like to just we get the the image, then that's not enough. You have to go through all these steps. I'll drop this link in the chat. But it's just running the app image. Okay, it's just running the app image, but you don't get the... Yeah, I see what you mean. You don't get the icon. Okay, that's something we can escalate to the developers, I guess. Yeah, maybe like Linux is not the most popular distribution for Ledger Live.
Yeah, like most users are like either Mac or
Yeah.
desktop users. So but we can escalate this feedback to our dev team.
Mhm.
AI is asking, are there any advantages for BIP39 that Ledger used to generate seeds? I understand that BIP39 is not implemented on Bitcoin Core.
Understand. Okay. Are there disadvantages for the BIP39 Ledger used?
Not that.
Well, so if you use Bitcoin Core, like Bitcoin Core should not generate your wallet, right? The Ledger device will generate a recovery phrase. Do not use Bitcoin Core's wallet feature, and certainly do not use that and import that into your Ledger device, right? The Ledger device will take care of creating your private keys and the recovery phrase, and you should not import those keys into Bitcoin Core or do anything like that. Instead, you can just use your Ledger device with its self-generated recovery phrase, right, given to you by the device. Use Ledger Live and connect Ledger Live to Bitcoin Core, but do not create a wallet within Bitcoin Core. That would be insecure.
Okay. Next is John is saying the firmware version is 2.2.3. So yeah, John, you are on the latest firmware basically. So you don't need to update the firmware, and that's why you're not seeing any orange banner to update the firmware for your Nano X. So you don't need to worry about updating the firmware.
If you're facing a different issue, John, like let us know, but
Yep.
it's not a firmware issue.
Yep. Regina is asking, how do I combine or transform all transactions sent to my Nano S into just one address? I guess she's talking about Bitcoin, I guess, if not correct.
Yeah.
So Regina, if you could let us know which crypto asset are you referring to so that we can give you a more accurate answer, because we don't want to give you like vague answers depending on the project.
Yeah.
XXX8 is asking, so I wouldn't be able to do that with my Android phone, correct? It depends, like we need to do some research for sub wallet for the dead drop. So maybe we can try it doing with our phone and then we can come back to you.
Maybe
XXX.
the wallet you...
Yeah, maybe sub wallet could be
mentioned.
sub like supporting it. So maybe we'll try doing with the sub wallet.
Sub wallet?
Yep.
Sub wallet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it does support like parachains as well. So.
Yeah, that might be...
So yeah, we can look into this XXX, and for now, if you leave your coins on their address, it's not going to go anywhere. Like no one is going to like move it without your authorization.
Yeah, it's safe, right?
Yeah,
it's just like kind of stuck a bit in Asset Hub,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Next question is, do you guys support Vera network? So I need to know where. Is it a mainnet or is it a ERC20 token? Are you referring to?
Vara network.
Vara network. Oh, it's a subscan. It's a sub.
Oh, it's not supported yet.
No, it's not supported at the moment. Like Vara and I guess it's not supported at the moment, guys.
Mhm.
And Vara and Manta, Mr. Rajesh is asking the next question is like, is Manta is supported in Ledger Live? And no,
Nope.
it's not supported as well. So for now, like parachains, all parachains are not supported, guys. So please do not send your tokens to any of your Ledger addresses because they might be locked up for a long period of time.
We are working on a parachain app, however. There is some documentation on the Help Center as well that will, if you are interested in the parachain app, there is some documentation. No, it's not here yet. Okay, never mind. But yeah, we're working on one, so it's coming. But it's gonna take some time because it's very complex to have one app that can interact with all the different parachains.
XXX is saying, what if I leave the dead on my address and do nothing for a year? Will it be still there? Yes, it will be still there.
Unless you give your private keys to someone and they steal it.
Yeah, so don't expose your private keys. Private keys is like 24-word seed phrase, guys. Whenever we say private keys, there's a 24-word seed phrase. Depeche Mode is asking, good afternoon. Any news on regards for Ledger stacks?
So yeah, we sent an email not too long ago, a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
3 weeks ago. We sent an email with an update. So if you pre-ordered, just go check your inbox. If you didn't get the email, you can reach out to support. We'll send you a copy. But yeah, we're still working on it. We're getting towards the final stages. I would say that's probably fair.
Yeah.
But the next time we'll send you a new email. That time will be when we are going to ship you the stack. So almost there. Just please be patient. I know it's been 2 years, but we're getting there.
Matt is asking any update on XTC wallet on Ledger. We have escalated this feedback to our dev team for review, and then we still are waiting for the support from them, but we're just waiting like once they have enough bandwidth to support this project on Ledger Live. Yeah, but for now you can just use XTC wallet, which is working fine, I guess, again with your Ledger device, and manage your assets for the third party app.
Yeah, it is working better now.
Yeah, because
it used to be down for like a year.
Next is AI is asking, can you explain what are the disadvantages for BIP39 generation of seeds, since Ledger is using the BIP39 for seed generation?
There is no disadvantage. It's actually quite the opposite, because it's, BIP39 is a standard, right? So by using a standard, you make sure that your recovery phrase is compatible with other BIP39 compatible Ledger wallets. So for example, if you want to move your private keys into a Trezor, into a Tangem, into like any other wallet, or into a different Ledger wallet, so the standard is working for you, right? So it's a good thing that there is a standard. Otherwise, if there was no standard, then people would probably attempt to create their recovery phrase themselves, or just use dice to generate randomness, and this doesn't go well. Like Prinjal explained, people are very bad at creating randomness. Like, we're not machines, right? Machines are good at creating randomness, but even for a machine, it's difficult. We have a team here at Ledger that's specialized in creating cryptography that creates randomness. So imagine doing it yourself or doing it myself. We're just very bad at creating randomness. And if you have bad randomness, you cannot have a secure recovery phrase and private keys. So it's best not to do it.
Next is John is saying, I have base tokens that are on Xerion that Ledger Live does not show. Xerion will not allow me to move those tokens. How can I send those tokens back to exchange? So John, you make sure that you have enough Ethereum in your base account to cover the transaction fees, because if you don't have Ethereum on your base account, then you will not be allowed to move your your tokens without paying the transaction fees. So if that is the case, then if you don't have any Ethereum on your base account, then just send some via Base network. I think Coinbase is the best place you can buy Ethereum and then withdraw it via Base network, and then you'll be able to move your funds.
Yeah, and John, as well, it's normal that Xerion doesn't give you the
error message.
Yeah, or the option to connect Base, because this part here doesn't support Base. So I know you can see your account tokens in Base, meaning that they are in your accounts right now. But since this part here doesn't say Base, meaning that you cannot literally connect your accounts to Xerion, that's the reason why you cannot move them. So instead, what you can do, as Prince said, get some ETH on the Base accounts.
He already has ETH, so I think maybe you need to use since MetaMask.
Yeah.
Connect your Ledger device to MetaMask, John, using the instructions I'm just putting right now. And then you'll be able to send your Base via MetaMask interface, because I think it's not supported by Ledger Live, I guess. Maybe that token is not supported, and so you're not able to send.
Yeah. And it will be integrated into Xerion in the future, but for now,
Philip is asking, transaction history for Atom is missing in Ledger Live, and the transaction appears on the third-party wallet. So yes, there is some ongoing issues with Atom transaction history, and our teams are working on fixing it. So for now, yes, Philip, for now you can use a third-party app, or you can use even Mint Scan. Just copy and paste your Atom address over there, and then you'll be able to find all the transaction history related to your address. And once the issue is fixed, of course, all the transaction history will be visible correctly. I think there are some transactions that Ledger Live is not able to display correctly,
right,
and then the batch transactions. And so once we support these kind of transactions, then it will be visible in Ledger Live. Of course, your balance will be updated correctly, because it will just synchronize the balance directly with the blockchain. So your balance should be updating correctly, and if not, then just try to clear cache and then see if that helps.
I just wanted to add back to John. John, the fact that you see your tokens in Xerion in the Base section, just like this, right, means that the tokens are in your Ledger accounts, right? They are here, Xerion can see them. Ledger Live cannot see them because Ledger Live, it's not supported, right? It's limited that way. But I know it's confusing, but although Xerion can show you the tokens, proving that they are in fact in this account, you cannot move them using Xerion because right now Xerion only supports Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Polygon. And so I know it's really confusing because you can still look at your
different
accounts
EVM
this
chains.
way, yeah. But it's the last mile connection, which is this part here. This is the part that's not supported yet, and this is the part that you need to be moving your tokens using Xerion. But it will be supported at some point. We've actually requested it internally.
Next is AI is asking, is there a way to ensure your Ledger Live is genuine after installation? So yeah, first thing, always download the Ledger Live desktop app from our website, and then you can follow the steps in the Help Center article that I'm linking on how to verify. You can verify the signatures once you've downloaded the app, and then you can know that this is the legit app AI. So I'm gonna link it here so you can check it. Next is Depeche Mode is saying, why even use Base when it's preferably better to use Ethereum network itself? So that could be because of the low transaction fees on the Base network. So Ethereum, sometimes it's congested and the transaction fees are really high. So I think that's why I prefer like different EVM chains, including Base, to manage the transactions. So yeah.
And keep in mind, Base is a roll-up on Ethereum, so they're not quite as secure as Ethereum, but I think the Base team is shipping fraud-proof soon, so that will make the security on Base just almost as good as Ethereum. So
yep. Next is Elincia. He's asking, my ledger is not connected with the application. It is dead and it does not appear to do anything. I cannot sign, I cannot put PIN, and it does not do anything. So it could be a battery related issue, or maybe your device has just some kind of hardware issue. Elincia, if your device is still under the warranty period, then you can definitely request a replacement directly from our website. So you can follow the steps that I've linked in the article here, and then you can just return the device and get a replacement. If your device is out of warranty, then get in touch with the support team. We can still look at some alternative that we can use, and then we can help you out with your issue.
we've cleared the backlog, it seems.
Yep, it is.
Maybe it's a good time to pause. So guys, again, so this is Pringe and Dan, and we're from Ledger Support. So we still have 15 minutes to go for the session. So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. If not, we'll tell you about the Bitcoin halving promotion. So what is the Bitcoin halving promotion, Pringe?
So guys, there's this new, new promotional campaign that we have recently launched to celebrate Bitcoin halving, which started on 9th of April up till today, April 16th. It's going to end soon. So if you guys still want to take advantage of this promotion, then you can definitely take this advantage. So as you can see on your screen, if you get any of your Ledger devices with your on our website, then each purchase has a certain amount of Bitcoin, which you will get as a free gift to buy the the device. So if you buy a Nano S Plus, you will get a discount of 20. You get a BTC of $20. If you go with Nano X, you get a BTC of $30. And same, if you get Nano X Plus, the subscription which we have called Ledger Recover, then you get $40 worth of Bitcoin plus a 1 year of subscription. And if you go to Ledger Nano Duo Pack, where it's like a backup pack, so if you want to have one as a main device and other one as a backup device, then you can try Nano Duo, and that is, you can get $50 worth of Bitcoin. And last one is the Crypto Steel Storage Solution, which is the Crypto Zeus. And if you want to buy that, you will get not much, but $10 worth of Bitcoin, because of course it's not the device itself.
Better than nothing.
Yep.
And yeah, guys, there is a link in the video description. So if you are interested, just go grab yourself a new device or devices. Again, today is the last day of the promotion. So yeah, it's a good time to get a new device. So to upgrade, right? For example, if you have a Nano S right now, I mean, we love the Nano S. It's the legacy device. It made the Ledger famous. But there is much better than Nano S. Now, it's a good backup device, but would strongly recommend that you get a Nano S Plus like this one. So this is
better screen, better capacity.
Yep.
And yeah, so it's and a good upgrade if you want to upgrade it from your Nano S to Nano S Plus, because Yeah, we have seen like most of the Nano S have kind of some kind of a hardware issue because of course the devices
Yeah.
manufactured in those times with those kind of technology were not made for today basically. So yeah, we've upgraded and
In the
we've,
dark ages.
yeah, we have modified and we've upgraded a new device with some new screen and a better buttons and better storage for storage of your apps, better capacity. So yeah, check it out and update yourself and get a new device if you want to.
Cool. And so last call for a new question, guys. If you have any questions, now is the time to drop them in the chat. If not, I
Yep.
guess we can cut it short.
Yep.
We'll be back on, I mean, not us actually, but Felix will be back on Thursday for
Mhm.
a new session, 4:30 p.m. CT. So
Yep.
that's Paris time. We do have,
Depeche Mode has one last question. Nice.
let's go. And if you guys are like Depeche Mode, just drop your questions. We're here to help.
Yes, that's I think Depeche is like a French word. Right?
Yeah, I think it's a band from the 80s. I'm sorry, I suck at like my music knowledge, especially this style is very limited, but I do think that it's a band, or maybe a rock band from the 1980s.
Oh.
That might be completely wrong. Please tell us if we're wrong. But we'll make sure to
Do some research.
listen. It might be electronic music as well,
Oh,
but
yes.
from back in the days.
Cool.
Cool.
If
All
you
right.
have no more questions, guys, we'll let you guys go. And okay, Thor as a okay.
Oh, it's in Portuguese.
Portuguese,
We'll
good.
translate that in a second. He bought a Nano S Plus. There is a.
God, and you can read Portuguese. I bought an NS Plus. It's defective. It just won't turn on. I can't return it from Brazil. I want a refund for the equipment that came defective and support console. Thor, can you drop your case number in the chat so that we can escalate this to our team and then see what can be the alternative that we can do to help you out?
Your Portuguese is impressive.
No. I just translated it. So, guys. Thor just. How do you say it? I don't want to speak in Portuguese because I will just murder it up. So just drop your ticket number in the chat and then we'll see what is going on and we'll help you out with the case.
Cool. All right. So I think we've answered all the questions. Crypto questions, music questions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll be back, the two of us, next Tuesday.
Mhm.
It's 4:30 p.m. CET. That's Paris time, if you're wondering. Felix will be online on Thursday at also 4:30 p.m. CET.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be online on Monday at, you guessed it, 4:30 p.m. CET as well. But just me, I'll be soloing a session.
And I'm just linking our weekly schedule in case you guys want to like set a tune reminder for yourself.
Sounds good. And go grab yourself a Nano device if you haven't yet. There is still some free Bitcoin to be had via the promotion. There's a link in the video description. So if you want a new ledger with some free Bitcoin, now's the time. Cool. All right.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.